how long. Don't play with those things. They go off. Sit down, make yourself comfortable. When I was sworn in as director, I was read into programs I never imagined existed. Well, there are programs even I wasn't privy to, like the beekeepers. The honeybee. It's always had a special relationship with humanity, a sacred relationship. Why? No bees, no agriculture, no civilization. Our nation is not unlike a beehive with its complex systems of workers, caretakers, even royalty. If any of the beehive's complex mechanisms are compromised, the hive collapses. Someone, a long time ago, decided that a mechanism was needed to keep our nation safe, a mechanism outside the chain of command, outside the system. Its one mission, to keep the system safe. Beekeepers are given all resources, empowered to act on their own judgment. For decades, they have quietly worked to keep the hive safe. That is, until now. It appears that a retired beekeeper has gone off program and is acting in what he mistakenly believes is the hive's best interest.
Can't somebody just pick up the phone and tell this yahoo to stand the fuck down?
That's the one thing beekeepers don't do. Stand down. Not unlike bees themselves, beekeepers keep working until they die.
So he's basically one of us.
No, he's not like you. You're Tier 1 operators. Former SEAL Team 6, Delta Group. You are, in other words, pussies. If you were in the same room, he would kill you. With enough of you, then maybe you just might, in fact, be able to kill him before he accomplishes his goal.
What would that be?
To kill his way to the top of the hive. Mr. Pettis, you should get your people moving.
He went forth, conquering and to conquer, to kill his way to the top of the hive. Man, there's levels to this. In this physical plane or realm of existence that we live in. Now this beehive, these bees, and these pussy, in his words, beekeepers, are an intricate part in their system. But I wonder, I got a riddle for y'all, Yasharala. I got a riddle. Judges 14:14. And he said unto them, out of the eater came forth meat, and out of the strong came forth sweetness. And they could not in 3 days expound on the riddle. First of all glory and honor belongs to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All praises to the Most High of Yasharala. And this is Uriah, brought to you in full by Ayah's vengeance. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great men who have spread this truth from generation to generation. And we shall proclaim it. We must. You might be asking why, like always. Because this beehive, this sweetness, and insist on both hand sides. See, this intricate part or parts of this hive works mysteriously on the left hand, but it ain't really no mystery now that the men of the Lord is here, because we seek diligently in a spiritual matter and manner the way of righteousness. So the levels to this beehive, Well, let's peel back the honey, the sweetness.
Beekeepers are given all resources, empowered to act on their own judgment, outside the system.
Sure you want to do this, honeybee?
The bees. It's okay, guys. Bees are good. They won't land on you. They won't sting you. They'll be okay. Wait. No, not the bees. Hold on. You guys are wild things. You're not supposed to be scared of bees.
All right, wait. Let's rewind this for a minute. Okay, bring it back for a little understanding. So what is this hive up to? What's going on?
Amsterdam is on high alert as a deadly virus hits the skies. A KLM flight attendant is currently in isolation at Amsterdam, sparking fears that a rare and lethal hantavirus outbreak has moved from a luxury cruise ship to the aviation world. The nightmare began on the Dutch vessel Hondius.
Good morning, everybody. This is my side duty to inform you.
But the danger hit home when the attendant developed symptoms after assisting a passenger who died shortly after boarding a flight in Johannesburg. This isn't just any virus. It's a dangerous Andes variant, notorious for its rare ability to jump from person to person. As the GGD races to track down every passenger on that flight, the death ship remains at sea, leaving a trail of fatalities in its wake. Amsterdam is on high alert as a deadly virus hits the skies.
All right, is it? I mean, you got these beekeepers working because the bees are behind the scene. It's all a hive mind. Crazy, right? But let's check in on local officials. Let's see what they have to say about this.
Something is off about this cruise ship in the Atlantic with the hantavirus outbreak, and I cannot let it go. This is the MV Hondius, an expedition cruise ship owned and operated by Oceanwide Expeditions. And the route went from Argentina through Antarctica and the South Atlantic, with stops in South Georgia and Tristan da Cunha and St. Helena, all before heading towards Cape Verde. And I'm sorry, how is it that there are 147 people on board, with 3 people dead, 7 confirmed cases of the hantavirus, and the only video we've all seen from inside the ship is one guy named Jake crying in his cabin? No, I'm sorry.
Wait, one guy named Jake Tavern. Let's check out that video, shall we?
I am currently on board the MV Hondius, and what's happening right now is very real for all.
Hey, hold on. Something just don't feel right. This feels fishy. I mean, even his eyes are not looking at the camera. It's like they're reading something. Hey, check this out again, Yasharala.
I am currently on board the MV Hondius, and what's happening right now is very real for all.
Nah, his eyes are shifty, man. One more again, man. Shifty eyes here, man.
I am currently on board the MV Hondius, and what's happening right now is very real for all of us here.
Yeah. Back to the local officials.
Inside the ship is one guy named Jake crying in his cabin? No, I'm sorry, I'm not buying it, okay? Because you're talking to somebody who watches a lot of cruise ship drama on TikTok. In fact, it is one of my favorite TikTok subgenres that exists, okay? I watch it all the time. And if there's one thing that I've learned from those TikTokers, it is that if someone so much as catches a stomach flu on a Carnival cruise, there are 19 TikToks, 4 Facebook Lives, and some woman named Brenda locked in a closet filming herself saying, please help us, like it's the frickin' Blair Witch Project. So I decided to investigate. Not a full rabbit hole because I have other investigations that require my attention right now, but what I did find was interesting. So first I went looking for the original Jake video because like many of you, the first time I saw it was on the CBS TikTok account, which is a company owned by Larry Ellison now, but I digress. I couldn't find the original video anywhere, but luckily CBS did put in the tippy top corner of the video Jake's username on TikTok, so I went to his page to see if I could find it there. No. So I started scrolling through Jake's page and I learned that he is a Boston travel content creator and he's been to like hundreds of countries, although none of his videos have gotten like a super high amount of views, but yet he's got 5.6 million. I just noticed that's weird. Anyways, he's got sponsorship links, he's got collaborations, he's got a Yahoo email, and if you go over to TikTok Shop, he's hawking a bunch of, travel consumerism junk. And I'm scrolling through his posts and he's got this weird PR statement as one of them. Mind you, he didn't even post the video that he sent to CBS on his own account, remember? So I don't know, it's weird. But then I hit this penguin video from the trip, and it's a stunning video with a high-resolution camera, and I mean, look, the sky is insane. It's clearly very beautiful. But just keep in mind what this sky looks like, okay? Because it's gonna come back later. In fact, his photos and videos are so beautiful, it is kind of hard to believe that it's not AI. No, but Michael.Elizabeth08, I'm with you. So I went to Google and searched for the name of the ship, the MV Hondius, filtered the dates to be before the outbreak became public, and went to videos to see if I had missed anything, because this is the exact kind of trip where you would normally see people posting pictures of wildlife or videos of the sunset or rough seas with the yo-ho sound, cabin tours, meals, anything. The only videos are from Jake Rosemarian. This is weird. And then I read about one other passenger who was quoted in BBC and AP coverage named Kazem Hato, also known online as Ibn Hattuta. Sorry if I mispronounced that. This guy. And he sent over footage over WhatsApp to AP News and BBC, and he gave them quotes specifically saying, actually, morale is high. People are watching movies, reading, and drinking hot drinks. 3 people are dead. And then it gets even weirder because he's posting stuff like this on his story. You can pause to read it, but the second paragraph says, this whole situation has been blown out of proportion, partly because of one person panicking on the ship whose video has been circulating on the media. While his reaction is valid, it doesn't represent the situation on board. Everyone else, 148 out of 149, has been calm. The situation is under control, and we just wish those who are sick a speedy recovery. And his videos also look cinematic, except if you'll notice, his sky is blue. His video clips around a lot, but from every which angle, it's the same blue sky. You mean to tell me that both of these content creators were there during sunset and Jake's the only one that got a video with the beautiful pink orange sky? Fools. They think we're fools.
Think you're fools is right. I mean, look at that video, man. Come on, man. Hey, man, but remember those stupid, pussy beekeepers, because these are all inner workings of the CIA, these intricate parts for these beekeepers, FBI, all of them, man. They protect the hive. But remember that riddle that we just went through. It's important. Out of the eater came forth meat, and out of the strong came forth sweetness. Remember that riddle. This is Revelations 6:2, and it reads this. And I saw and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow or a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. So he went forth conquering and to conquer. Now what about this conquering? For this beehive or this hive mind, this bee symbolization is the forecast of the left hand and proprietary notion to the right. He went forth conquering. Revelations 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. There go that white horse again. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. He went forth conquering and to conquer. Now keep this riddle still into play as we relay. He went forth conquering and to conquer. This white horse. He make war in righteousness. He opened the heavens. 2 Samuel 22:10. He bowed the heavens also and came down, and darkness was under his feet. So kick it, Yasharala. Let me show you how thorough and dope Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is. And I don't mean that in a small volume way. This is the most beautifulest, righteous, just amazing presentation of war. So he bowed the heavens and came down. Just picture all this and keep in mind that riddle. Picture this. Habakkuk 3:3. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai came from Teman, and the Holy One of Mount Paran, Selah. His glory covered the heavens. Now imagine. And the earth was full of his praise. And his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hands. The horns symbolize power, righteousness, but also this beauty of power. And there was the power or the hiding of his power. So imagine this. Imagine this. Let's jump down to verse 6. He stood and measured the earth. So he stood and measured the earth. Now remember those white clouds or those white horses also symbolized as clouds. So he stood and measured the earth. Just by looking, he measured the foundation of the whole earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations, and the everlasting mountains were scattered. The perpetual hills did bow, his ways are everlasting. Okay, so keep imagining this, picturing this in your head, and remember that riddle. 2 Ezra 13. Let's start at verse 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong. That riddle, strength or the strong with sweetness, and the eater with meat. So he waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were under or that were seen under him. Now we can keep going with the excellency of his return, of this man upon this white horse, these clouds, which we know as the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So he waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. He waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Man, y'all just don't know how beautiful and righteous this will be. Habakkuk 3:16, and it reads, when I heard, my belly trembled, my lips quivered at the voice. Rottenness entered into my bones, and I trembled in myself, that I might rest in the day of trouble. When he cometh up unto the people, he will invade them with his troops, the thousands of heaven. Aha! Final precept. So this beehive, this structured foundation of what the wicked has laid, and these keepers that impose their wicked agenda, for what is sweeter than honey from out of the strong? And what is the eater that propose food for us to eat? For all glory belongs to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and you, Yasharallah, shall intake of this honey. For this mystery and this riddle seeking spirituality within righteousness. Judges 14:17. And she wept before him the 7 days, while their feast lasted. And it came to pass in the 7th day that he told her, because she lay sore upon him. And she told the riddle to her children, or to the children of her people. Watch. And the men of the city said unto him on the 7th day, before the sun went down, what is sweeter than honey? And what is stronger than a lion? And he said unto them, if ye had not plowed with my heifer, ye had not found out my riddle. But we have through the Spirit. For this honeycomb, this honey, the precious valiant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's word. And what is stronger than that lion? Yahweh Shai, the root of David. All glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All praises. And remember, Yasharallah, remain spiritual. For the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Remain spiritual. Peace and out.